Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorgon 111, and welcome back to Leafs Odyssey. The music in here reminds me a little bit of Rygar from the original Nintendo Entertainment System. I'm not sure exactly why. I think some of it's just kind of like the timbre of the note playing the melody. Okay, so we have these things which would let loose all of the bad guys. What is this pressure plate connected to? It just says pressure plate. This highlights the three doors that it's... Oh, did it highlight this one? It does. So this pressure plate controls this guy, and this one controls these other three door-like things. And then there's also a snake out here who'll be able to find his way to me at some point. And we got hot coals, and we got water, and we got to kill everybody in order to get through the door. It's just that simple. So where are the problems? Right now I actually kind of don't really see any, so let me just open a door. Oh, interesting. I hit down because I was just trying to wait. It toggled the doors again, and the bug ended up on top of the... I guess I can click on him. Bug bomb, or bomb bug, toggle door, and dirt are the layers of what's going on there. Okay, but now he can see me and explode. Oh, the other guy exploded before he hit the... Okay, I have to keep... Oh, I have to keep the top bug bomb alive, and that is the challenge of the puzzle. So I think I need to do something... That's not going to work. I can't wait here. If I go here, I'm basically dead, because if I move up here, I still get killed. I do need the... Can I still hide guys here? Yeah, I do need this guy to actually get to this pressure plate. So what am I not thinking of here? Yeah, the bug directly to my north has to constantly move south. And that's the challenge. I have one other idea. If I toggle this a second time, do you explode here? You don't, because you don't have the line of sight to see me. I'm not on the same level as you. I might have learned some things. Yeah, my journal shows something new when I leave the room. So let's actually take a look at what's new about Bug Bomb. Bomb Bug. Explosions activate toggle switches. Oh, explosions activate toggle switches. I did not even notice that. I'm not sure if I actually observed that, but that does sound like the key to the puzzle. Because it means this guy doesn't have to get all the way down to the switch. He can stop short of just below the switch, and everything will be hunky-dory. So I could go here, and here. He exploded, but this toggle switch... Are these only while something is standing on it that it's held down? I'd not paid close attention to the previous time when we had a pressure plate. Oh no, toggle switch. This is a toggle switch. This is a pressure plate. So the explosion hits this thing, not this thing. Got it. Okay, so... Misunderstood what I just read, but that's because I didn't know the names of these things, and now I know the names of these things. So everything is fine. So... yeah, and you guys are both... So doing this doesn't help me. It only hurts me. I can't go up here. If I do this, I'm dead. But if I move anywhere else, then the top bomb bug is dead. Okay, there is a tool I am not using, and I have just thought to use it. It's you. Come, friend. You're here to save the day, even if you don't know it. He's going to block line of sight for me somehow. How exactly? I don't know. It doesn't matter. We'll figure it out. He is going left and right, and that's no good for me. So I need him moving north-south. So if I do... Okay, now you're moving north-south, but then you're going to switch to east-west when I move to this column. So I've done that bit wrong as well. So I actually... Right now you're going east-west. I want you to switch to north-south. But if you do that, you're just going to come kill me? No, here we go. Okay. Except for now I need to hit the switch, and I can't. Because then you'll eat me. So I think I might have needed more distance, which I think I can get. Maybe here I'm one step farther ahead of you. So you are currently going north-south. You will continue to go north-south when I hit the switch, and now I've got what I want. Because now I can do this indefinitely. Okay. The switch has been opened, the other flying snake has been let loose. Now I can just try to kill all of the enemies. That's still not necessarily easy, but it should be doable. You're dead. Great. Flying snake, it's time for you to be dead. There's my hiding spot so that I'm not dead there. Here's my hiding spot so I'm not dead there. And here's me killing the final guy. I did it! I solved a room. Okay. I was looking forward to this, to playing again. Like, the first couple episodes were a little bit rocky. And then, yeah, like, immediately, like, the puzzles are pretty hard. Okay. But we have made our way to a new puzzle entitled Peekaboo. What am I looking at here? Lamppost. Presumably lampposts. There's a line of sight through them, I imagine, but I'm not sure if and how they are different from gates. Yeah, we see a gate. Is it called a gate? It's called an iron fence. I'm unclear how they're different from iron fences. Presumably they do have a mechanical difference. That might be a stretch. They don't necessarily have to. Okay, we've got multiple bugs. Stepping on here causes this to go down, so that guy would come find me. There's a window over here. There's my objective over here. And I guess I have to kill all the monsters to get to that objective. And I do have access to some flying snakes, who presumably are somehow going to be friends, but let's just walk over here and witness what happens if I were to do this. Okay, that explodes this. Why do I want that? I'm unclear. Is there a reason not to just have you see me and hang out and blow up the bad guys? Oh, I need someone to blow this guy up, of course. Okay, that's a good reason. And the other guy couldn't get out, or could he? Is it possible to get this guy out? Let's actually experiment with that for a moment. No, because he's already stepped on the hot coals and then he has nowhere to go. So, top guy is the guy who I need to rescue. Except he is also unrescuable. How am I going to rescue him? And how am I going to get anybody over here? So the problem was I left that guy's line of sight, so he stopped and he was standing on the hot coals. So what is a path? I need to get him out first? I don't think I can get him out first. Is there a way for Leaf to break this over here? I don't think so. So how do I get either bomb bug over here? Am I certain that there's no way to do it for you? I've got some lead time. I can bring you that far south safely. But now the problem is I can't bring you south and then immediately cause you to turn a corner. And I also can't bring you two to the south. Actually, if I do this, well then you'll just turn into a bomb, right? So it feels like I want to get the bottom left guy to come out, because then I could just drag him directly over in this direction. But I don't see how I can keep the bottom left guy alive whilst I am freeing... Oh, maybe I have to use flying snakes to block line of sight, of course. Okay, I think I have an idea. I feel like I just want one snake behind me. It might matter which one, though. Let's keep them both behind me. So now line of sight is presumably blocked. The flying snakes are not blocking the line of sight to this guy. He is still seeing right through the flying snakes. Okay, so I learned something else. I wonder if that will appear in my journal. And what can I do with that? Like, you can't see me over here. There's no way for me to move you to the left. Alright. If I exit again, it didn't appear in my journal either. Maybe I already knew that other enemies couldn't block line of sight, and I hadn't remembered. Okay, the flying snakes exist. If they don't exist to block line of sight, they must exist to block movement. So how can I position a flying snake to block the movement of who, where, why? Suppose I let you out and then get one of you back in. Seems like I was gonna need to kill you. Actually, hold on. I could probably get you... Can I get you stuck? Not when you're one behind me. You've become too close at this point. And the other guy is tracking me over here, and so now I don't have a way back around this corner. So that's no good. What else can I do with you guys? You exist for a reason. I still don't see anything, and so I just want to experiment more with the pressure plate. It is the case that when I'm not standing on the pressure plate, the pillar, or whatever it's called, what is it called? A toggle door, recloses. But basically I have not used... Flying snakes could fly over the water. Okay, I have an idea. I don't need to kill myself to reset. I can just press the reset key. What if I would need this... I can't lure the flying snake over the water until I've already gotten rid of this crumble wall to the left of me. What was it called, by the way? Crack stone brick wall. And then after it's been destroyed, it's a destroyed stone brick wall. Alright. Like, I don't imagine that there's some other mechanic with the lamps that I'm not thinking of. Okay, I'm gonna futz around with this puzzle until I figure something out. Alright, I spent another 5 minutes on this and I'm not seeing it, so let's go elsewhere and hope that I gain some new insights. So let's see. Retraversing. If I go back here, there is a new room to the north. So this is called chain. I see the chain of bugs. These toggle everything. There's another toggler over there. However, what toggles this? Only this one. Got it. So these look identical, but we can just highlight to discover their different relationships. You toggle... I see, this one is toggled by both of the two toggles. Okay, interesting. Okay, so... And this one is only toggled by that switch. And I know that explosions can hit the toggle switch. But I don't know how that would be useful to me. Okay, I kind of have no idea what I'm doing right now, so let's just do some stuff. Oh, the explosion's chain! The title of the puzzle is chain, and when one exploded, it exploded the one next to it, which exploded the one next to it, etc. Let's just re-verify that. So if I simply do this, yeah, they all explode, because the first one was on hot coals, and it's a chain of explosions. Okay, so knowing that, and I do have a new journal entry, so let's just read about the chain of explosions, as we do. Explosions kill other bomb bugs, causing a chain reaction. Yep. Okay, great. Okay, so I'm learning things. New mechanics are being taught. So I guess in order to save these guys, I have to get them like all out. Okay, and then that's possibly a way that I could set off a chain explosion while being standing here, maybe? Somehow? I'm not sure how, now that I'm saying it. How could that work? I have 5 guys. So it feels like I need to have this toggled. I need to be standing here and cause this to toggle. So if I'm standing here, I guess if these were vertically in a line, I could cause an explosion that would get down to here, I think, is the gist. Honestly, I'm not sure exactly what I'm doing. Should come as a surprise to no one. Okay. Suppose I pulled you all the way down here, and then I can't get you that far over. Okay, I think I'm already in a bad state, probably. Yeah, let's restart the room now that I'm thinking about things. So I have to get you guys all the way out first, because otherwise you're just all dead. So if I want you as resources, I need you alive. And then I want to somehow get you positioned vertically, I think. But again, if I'm standing here, and I want someone to explode, it couldn't be someone who's near me. I'm starting to confuse myself again. And again, I really wish I had a grid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so if there were 5 here, but then that wouldn't cause an explosion. Because if one of them's here, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it wouldn't be near enough to explode this and actually toggle this thing so I could get to this toggle, so I could get to the flying snake, so I could finish the room. Okay, I haven't thought about this one enough, but I'm hoping that I'm going to learn something else over here, so let's go visit yet another room. And see what we find here. Monster inside. There's some type of new tile that is described as monster block. Presumably there'll be a monster inside the monster block. What do you toggle? You toggle the things around that. Alright. There's a bug bomb that that I can't really get close to. Monster block, what do you do? I can push you. I can probably hold you down. Why did the bug bomb just move away? Is he fleeing the monster block? And his explosion pushed back the other monster block, which then died on lava coals. Can these be pushed into the water? Not together. Can I push one of them into the water? I can. That means I'm now capable of going over, okay. So monster blocks count as monsters that have to be killed in order to open a door. They can die on hot coals. They can die by being pushed into the water. They scare away other monsters, or at least bug bombs. And I think there was one other interaction that I've already forgotten about, but I suppose I'll learn about it momentarily when my journal wants to tell me about it. So hey, new journal. Tell me about and I learned something about bug bombs. Okay, monster block. Monster block can be pushed, yep. Dies if left on hot coals for a turn, becoming an inert push block. I would still be able to push that block, okay, useful to know. Dies in water, becoming a stepping stone. I did witness that, great. What did I learn about bug bomb? I've learned that blocks can be pushed by explosions, right? So that's information about the bug bomb. Bug bomb flees from a monster block. Okay. Okay. Are either of those observations useful in any of the previous rooms? I don't think so. So I think I'm just thinking about what's going on here. We've got the return of tall grass, which allows Leaf to do some hiding. We've got some positionable monster blocks. We have this that toggles this. We have this that lets the monster out. In order to even toggle this, can I push a monster block into it? Let's find that out first thing. So suppose I did this. It's pushable, but it's not pushing the thing. So that does not work to toggle it. Obviously Leaf can't toggle it because Leaf will die in the hot coals because they're too hot. So I would need a bug bomb explosion, presumably, to toggle it, which means I need to let this guy out. And then I have to get this guy to actually go here. So he probably wants to be chased away from the monster blocks in order to try to go there. So I can position the monster, I can pre-position the monster blocks in such a way that they will chase our friend appropriately. So this one would chase him presumably south anytime he gets into this column, which is what I want. And then I also want one that's going to chase him somewhere where there is line of sight. Oh, wait. He has to be... okay. I'm going to be trapped once I step on to this square. So I need a setup that I can just wait and have him get chased to the correct location, and so that's the challenge of the puzzle. Okay, now that I understand that... I think I can solve the puzzle. So, the route that this guy is going to take is going to be, he's going to move out here, because he's going to be chasing me. Then a monster block is going to chase him to the north, and another one's going to chase him here, another one's going to chase him here. So that is the idea. So let's position one there that's going to chase him south. Let's position the initial one that's going to chase him to the north. And then I also need one that's going to chase him to the west. And this one here would not have line of sight on him as he's coming here, so he won't see that when he gets scared away. He will see this one and get scared up here, then he'll get scared over here, then he'll get scared over here. That is the plan. Okay, let's see if this works. And it appears to be working. All right. That killed you. However, I have not killed the monster blocks, and I've pushed them into corners where they are no longer useful to me. So I need to do the same thing, but not push them all the way into the corner. I'm capable of doing such things. All I need to change is leave some space behind the monster blocks. And then I will be able to dispose of them on the hot coals as well. I can't dispose of them all on the hot coals. How will I dispose of all the monster blocks? This is a good question that I don't know the answer to yet. I can put one of them on a hot coal, but then we'll be blocking the hot coals. Oh, there's 2 bits of water. So I can use the 2 bits of water as well. Alright, so there's one. This one goes over here, and then this one can go on the hot coals. What interesting ideas for puzzle elements. Monster block. Not something I would have ever come up with. Okay, that one was called Watering Hole, by the way. And next room is called Heated Pool. And this is where I would get a key. There's hot coals, there's water, there's lilies for decoration. I need to kill all the monsters. I do have a monster block to help me out. I'm gonna have to traverse to the north. In the process, I have moved a bug bomb a little bit. However, I need that guy to stay alive in order to be able to move this guy for reasons. I'm gonna need to push the monster block over here. Yeah, okay, but I need to get this guy over here first, which involves pushing the monster block here, but I'm gonna have to push it back and forth, I think, in order to chase that guy. Okay, let's try this. Okay, so you got chased away 1 square, then you turned around. Monster blocks are so scary that you are willing to turn around and make a move at the same time. Leaf is not quite as tasty, and so you turn around but don't actually make a move. Alright, so I have rescued guy number 1 for some definition of rescue. That means now I can do this. He'll come try to eat me, and he'll blow up. And then you, I can just dance like this. And now you will blow up. And I have managed to get myself a key. Oh my goodness. Finally made some progress. That's good. Let's take a look at my journal. There's new things about the bug bomb. If Leaf and a monster block are both visible in different directions, fleeing takes priority of chasing, regardless of distance. If multiple monster blocks can be seen at a time, the closer one takes priority. Alright. Good to know. It still says new things about the bug bomb. Wait a minute, what? Did I not scroll down far enough? I guess I didn't mouse over this one to say that I've seen it. I guess that must have been it. Okay. Okay, there are still rooms that I need to return to. Do I want to try to do that now, or do I want to call it an episode and come back to this another time? Let's call it an episode, but let me also try to show off some of the stuff I've been doing with my little screenshot mapping tool. Okay, so here is a tool that I've been working on for taking kind of like screenshot maps of various things. I can zoom in and I can zoom out, and so we can see the whole underground map that we have seen so far. And when I am zoomed all the way in, you can see that it just kind of like has the whole screens that we're taking a look at. But I can also toggle between showing the entire screenshot, scrolling just the area that's like a portion of the map with the enemies in the gameplay area, and also just showing the names of the areas because I know where these different things are located in the screenshots. And so basically this gives you a way to kind of like map things out as kind of like the Metroidvania area, and you can see basically these screens over here were the ones that were part of the first underground section, and now we're over into these that have kind of different floor color and theming that are part of the new section that we're working on that I'm getting stumped on in rooms like Peekaboo over here. And there are multiple zones. Am I capturing my mouse cursor? I think I am. So zone 0 was the overworld. And so here are the overworld screens that we have mapped thus far. And zone 1 is currently like the basement levels. And they are all fitting together like a Metroidvania or whatever. And I have the ability to leave myself notes. And so I mark this one as hard. All the rooms I've marked it hard, as if I click this, it would highlight them all. And I'm thinking I could use that for just like arbitrary things. Like each room has a note where you can type arbitrary notes. So like in Void Stranger, you can say like, there was an ad statue here or something. If you were using this mapping tool for mapping that. And you can also use hashtags, and the hashtags are searchable. And so it seems to be the case, let me zoom back in a little bit, that this room was the chain room, and this one was hard as well. And so if I wanted to edit the note, I could say also hard and save that. And then if I highlight the hard rooms, now both of those get highlighted, or I could turn off the highlights. But you could imagine also using this for like, I need a double jump here as places to come back to. And then when you get your double jump in your Metroidvania, you could highlight all the rooms that you left yourself a note saying it needed a double jump. Is the basic idea. And so this is pretty generic. I have been using it while I am playing the game. I have it mapped to the number pad. And so I'm using like 4, 2, 6, 8 as kind of arrow keys. I use 0 to take a screenshot. Star toggles between these different views. Slash edits the notes. And 7 and 9 are the zoom in and zoom out on the map. And I start at 50-50, and it goes up to 100-100 in terms of coordinates. And so basically you could map 50 screens in any direction. And so that should be big enough to like kind of cover any kind of Metroidvania map. Yeah, and so it's still not especially pretty, but it's been effective enough that I've been able to do the screenshot mapping while I've been playing the game, and it hasn't slowed me down very much. And so I think this will be useful not only for this game. I don't even know if it's going to be useful at all for this game. This game has a mini map that I haven't even really pulled up. But even games that have a mini map, it often doesn't show the level of detail that you get zoomed in fully on a screenshot. And especially when games have like meta puzzles or remembering where you saw one particular thing. The ability to capture both the entire screenshot as well as capture your own freeform notes about such a thing are useful. I just realized when I was doing the note editing before that did not capture. But basically when I am editing a note on a room, such as chain, where it shows up in the details over here as also hard, when I hit slash, it brings up a separate window where I can edit the note. So I'm going to say also hard too and save it, and you'll at least be able to see, if you can see, because it's pretty tiny text the way that this is being captured, that note got updated. In any case, I'm kind of rambling. I have a screenshot tool that I've been working on in the background, and Leafs Odyssey is also being a test bed for using that, because I think this will be useful for some future games. With that, I'm going to say I hope as always that you all are having a great day, and I will see you again soon with more Leafs Odyssey. For now, bye-bye.